And my business idea is to open a slackline shop. For you guys who doesn't know what a slackline is, you can call it a tightrope walking. We tie between trees, between cliffs and mountains. Okay, so my company will be providing presentations, I'll be teaching classes too, party entertainment for kids, and this is going to be what kind of service I'm going to provide. And then I'm going to have a slackline shop on the internet and sell products. I'll show you guys a video about my company.
Video? Video?
Yeah. Wait, where's the sounds? Maybe the TV.
Physical activity when you use all muscles of your body.
Always focusing on your goal and engage your mind to achieve it. Making a real relationship with nice people.
Being outdoors and getting in contact with the Mother Earth.
No.
Yeah.
Concentration.
Challenge.
Good vibes.
You can find us on slackline.com and you can check out nice videos, news, forecasts for your adventures, best quality products. Follow us on Instagram and check out the pictures. Or even better, like us on Facebook. Slackmate supports you along the way. This is not the logo, it's from anyway. Okay guys, so I've done some research about the market today, and in US there's around 5 proper shops selling gears. In Europe around 10, South America 5, and Australia and Asia 5. Around 50 shops worldwide who sells like all these people gears. So this is who produces, and around 50 shops around the world who sells it. I picked 3 3 main ones. So Gibbon Slackline is the most famous brand in the market right now. It's from Germany and very good quality products, and it's very good like for beginners and for intermediate level too. Bellus Community is one of the best ones. It's the gears that we use for highlining up in the mountains, up in the cliffs, so it's very good quality. And this is the only Australian brand today. It's called Piers Lines. It's a friend of mine who is the owner. And yeah, those are the 3 ones I picked up to show you guys what's about. My tip and SWOT. So social. People want to try new activities. Everyone is very always want to see something new and stuff. So that's a very good thing for me. Technology. What's going to influence for me? New machines coming to the market. New technology, different ways of production. For my gears and equipments. Economical, GST and fees will influence a lot on my final price to the customer. Environmental, lack of natural reserves, let's say steel or aluminum that I'm going to use for production. Political, prohibition law that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. And then SWOT, strength, it's a new sport, everybody wants to try, it's very fun. Threats, a lot of competition on the worldwide market, but my opportunity is that not many brands in Australia. Weaknesses, in the beginning, I have to pay a liability insurance to teach classes and to be outdoors on events. So it's very expensive insurance to start a business. Okay, today I did some research on the International Slackline Association, and they had a survey for people who practice this sport, and we have 20% around people beginning on the sport, 25 long-lining, that crossing long distances, 25% of the practitioners practicing highlining, and 30% practicing trick lining. I'm going to explain to you. And the predictions for the future. Increasing beginners, so 25, less people long lining, less people high lining, but more people trick lining. I'm going to explain why. Okay? So trick lining, guys, is when you do jumps and flips and spins around over the line. Okay? And there's a lot of championships, contests, events coming on US, Europe, and about this branch, this arm of the sport. So a lot of people like it. It's a very new modality. So I'm gonna focus a little bit more my company on this arm of the sport. And I want to try to bring this kind of competitions here. I know it's going to be a little bit hard because of laws and stuff, but I want to try to bring these competitions here. Another trend, this is my trend, alright? Another trend, more people exercising, more people getting healthier, and this is a good thing. People want to try different stuff, exercise and stuff. Laws. There's a very bad law here in Australia that doesn't allow us to hang some stuff on the tree. So sometimes the rangers come and say that we need to pack it up, otherwise they're gonna fine us. So this is something who is being in Sydney for a while, like 5 years ago, and they kept doing this. And sometimes we are just playing on the trees, always protecting around, and they say, oh, we gotta pack up because this is a private park from the council, and we usually have to leave. So this is something that's a trend that's not good for me. So if my customers buy my equipment and they wanna play, and they go to the park and the council comes and, oh, you can't set it up, so this is a bad thing for me, less people buying. But then I did some research, and then let's say exercising, growing, trick lining, growing, that's where I'm gonna follow. And then the laws, right now it's very consistent. They are keeping to prohibit us to use, but in the future, as much more people come into slackline, all these laws are gonna be like saying, this is useless, you can't do this, and the association is fighting to break with these laws, and let's say in 2 years, that 24 months, these laws will not exist anymore. And that's it, guys. Any questions, please?
I would imagine your biggest challenge is around health and safety.
Yes.
I think in Australia, very, very strict on legislation. I think we have laws around absolutely everything and anything. So especially health and safety. So I guess my question's around what research have you done to try and obviously protect those people that are doing this with you, how they're protected, and B, how are you going to get around the legislation? Do you know what the legislation is around this?
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a friend who started trying to open a business with this a while ago, and he hired an insurance company to start teaching classes and get more people doing this. And then he had to pay, let's say, I think $2,000 for the insurance. But then we can't set it. I don't want to bring people to the mountains to do those crazy shit I do. I just want to teach when it's low, close to the ground. So I'm not going to do crazy stuff with people. So, for instance, if I'm going to a party, let's say the parents hire me for a party, entertainment. So I'm going to show my insurance. We're going to have a contract saying that it's a dangerous sport, then for their signatures and stuff. But if you are close to the ground and you are assisting the person and helping, supporting, there is not much risks. Of course, on the paper there are all the risks, people falling down or twisting their knees and stuff. But if you are assisting the person, the kids, and explaining what they have to do, this is doable.
I put in the same notes that with Ruth. I think because I see them doing it manually all the time.
Yeah.
But I think if you put the slack line up and I am just walking past, because I tried, I said, I want to do it. I tried it 2 times. I fell very hard on the floor. The floor was very hard.
Yeah.
But in theory, I fall, I break my leg, I can sue you.
What?
I can sue you. I can sue you because it's your slack line.
Yeah.
Anyone, and I know that that's how it works. You put the slack line, everyone starts, and it's great because you start chatting, come around, my time. So that is something that can happen, and I think he can be sued, can't he? I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can be sued.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was going to say the law and legislation around everything in Australia is
It's very, very strict. So
Very
even
strict.
if you're not charging for it.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just using it's just public liability in some sorts. But that's something to keep in mind. Have you ever thought, I was just thinking, because you need the trees, right, to put it up. Is there any equipment that you can just put on the ground and then you can put on the
Yes,
slack
there-
line wherever you go?
Yes, there are, but you have to dig the soil. So you have to dig deep and set up an anchor point, two anchor points, and set up your slack line. It's a bit.
It's a
tiring.
bit, there's no like something that a boom.
No, because it has to be very
No?
strong and bomba. So
Have you checked in the council website? Because for a photography shoot, they have a limit of people that can participate to make it free, and you don't need a permit. But if you have, for example, more than 5 people doing a shoot, even if you're not paying for it, you need a special permit from the council to be there. And if this is more than 5 people, you need a special paper and insurance, because if I have my lights and something and someone just passing and stepped and broke a nail or whatever, they can sue me because I have no permits and I have no insurance for them. So I think that might be something for you to have a look at the council, on the council permit. And sometimes they just said, give you my number, give me a call if the rider come and I can keep them away or something, but have a look in those websites.
yeah, thank you.
interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.